Hello, Leanne here again. I've brought out my yellow journal. Now my yellow journal is getting quite fat, as you can see here. It's getting thick. It has 3 signatures in it. And, excuse me, still suffering that cold effects. I have a really sore throat and I have a high temperature, but I'm carrying on. Right, now where were we up to? Let me just see. I think it was here, yes. Now, this is a postcard. And these were postcards where, so you can put a stamp on it and a little message on the back there. You could send that. Protect it with a bit of sealer to protect the paintwork and the colour. Is that upside down? I thought it was. It's just a little journal. Postcard. And I've just used gel pens on it and a bit of water paint colour in the background just to highlight it a bit. I just thought I'd throw that in. Now the gel pens are a bit glittery. Can you see the glitter at all? Yeah, you can a bit. But anyway, I thought I'd stick that in there because I liked it. So I'll stick it on that side because that side's got advertisement. Now I've got this card in the middle here. Now I thought I'd throw a few things on that. I thought I'd throw this envelope. Now this is just an envelope that I cut up, made into a smaller envelope. So you just take the large ones, cut them in half. Then you have 2 smaller envelopes and then you glue it down. And you can also cut the edge here, the same as that edge there. So it just looks like a smaller envelope. Now I am going to stick that down. So here we go. Right, now stick it down where you like it. Hold it down for a few seconds. Right, that's not too bad. And there we have our little envelope. I'll show you that when I finish it. Now I've got some journaling cards here. This one's my Middle Eastern savoury mince recipe for diabetic living. I am a diabetic, and that's the recipe. And I cut it out and I use it whenever I want. And that is a very beautiful recipe. It's called Middle Eastern Savoury Mince. I give it 5 stars. This is a great recipe. So I just made that little card for myself. Now I'm going to put that in here, into this little envelope pocket. And I'm going to have to maneuver it a little bit because it's got stuff on it. Now it fits perfectly in there, and I'm going to leave it in there for any time I want to use it, that recipe, because that's the only place I've written it down. Now we're coming on to the next page. Now I've got a few embellishments here. I'll just take them off. And I've got some journaling cards here. You can write things down on it, or you can put a date on it, or anything you want like that. You can use what you like. Now I thought I'd use this photo frame on the bottom here to stick the journaling cards in as a pocket. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'll stick that down now. Right. Find the space where you want to put it neatly, or any way you like. If you just want to put it down any way you want, that's fine too. Just whatever you like. I'm just going to hold that down a little for a few seconds. Right, there we go. And then we're going to put our little journaling cards in, like that and like that. Now, I thought that I have a few stars here, a few green stars. Now, that would probably look nice on this page over here. So that's what I'll do. I'm just going to stick something sparkly down. So I'll stick one there. Just hold it down for a few seconds. Go on to the next one. Now these are just emerald stars, and they're quite pretty. They sparkle. I think we've got one more. Just thought I'd add something different to the page. Something pretty. Right, let's get some of our funky tape again. We'll use this one. This one's got dots of some sort on it. Now I have to find the... Here we go. But, oh boy, it tears easily. I've already torn the end and the middle. Trying to get it all in one go. A piece falls off and then a piece tears off and goes the other way. So to try and get it into one line. Boy, oh boy, these are really compressed tape. So hard to pull off. Right, they're funky tape, so maybe that's got something to do with it. A bit funky. No, that's not the reason. But anyway. Right, I'll just put that over there. Right, I've got some funky tape. I think I'll break up the page with a bit of this here. Yep. Scissors, scissors, scissors. I've got a crossover, sorry. Right, there we go. Bit of funky tape there. I've got this bow. I might put it just there in the front of the... Actually, what would it look like? Yeah, it'd look nice in the corner there, off the tape, like it's on the tape. So I'll just give that a glue down. I'll just hold that down for a few seconds. There we go. Bit of glue there. Right, now, what were we doing? The funky tape. I'll just put a tiny bit more over here because it looks... Well, it breaks the page up. It looks really good, actually. I like using the tapes, the washi tapes, or these ones are funky tapes. And then they just break up the page. They are really nice. And you can, you know, make a border out of them, and then you can journal within that border. So it just breaks the page up, gives it a bit of colour. There we go. So you can do a lot with tape. Right, I think that, now I have these DLH cards. They're little stickers you write messages on. Now I was thinking about putting one somewhere. You know what? That looks good there. So I'll rip one off. You know how they got this tacky glue at the top? I think I'll use that and I'll just cover up that hole. And you won't know it's a photo frame underneath. There we go, and then you can journal on that. Okay, now I've got some stuff here, but I don't know whether I'll use it. I was thinking about using these, which is... nearly finished this page, but I think I'll use a paw. Now, these are paws. I wonder what that would look like. Just there. It's just a little bit of a dog's paw or cat's paw, something like that. I'll just use one more. I'll put that in the middle there of the page. There we go. Right, I think that's about all right for today. I'll just show you. I'll turn it around. Now I've got a postcard there. And I've got our little diabetic card there with the recipe inside with a little paw on it. And if you turn it over, I've got those 3 emerald stars. I've got my photo frame with a journaling page on top there with some journaling cards. I've got some funky tape around the edges. And there we go. So I will do a flip through of this book when I finish, and we'll go through it. But as for now, I won't. I've decided to leave it to the very end because I might want to finish off and do some doodling or something like that. But anyway, that's it for today. I hope you liked that and enjoyed that. And until I see you next time, take care. Bye for now.